rev up your engines. Before I started my YouTube channel 11 years ago, I used to do a TV gig. Yes, it was called Crank It Up. Here's one of my old shirts. Don't make fun of the name. I did that on CBS TV for a couple of decades, and people are always saying, Scotty, whatever happened to those old videos you did? Well, I dug around in my messy garage and found a bunch of these old videos. So here's some old school Scotty.
Some tips on how you can keep your SUV upright in this morning's Crank It Up.
Are you worried about your SUV rolling over? Here goes! So before you find yourself upside down, I'm going to give you some tips on SUV suspension systems. So before you take off on some wild and crazy summer trip, here's some tips. The first thing to check is your air pressure. If your vehicle has the wrong tire pressure, it can easily flip over when you corner hard. And if you have a newer vehicle like this 2006 Ford Explorer, watch this. We'll let some air out of this tire, and the computer in this vehicle will know that this tire's low on air. When you start the vehicle, it gives you a warning with a light and with a readout. Now, if your SUV doesn't have a tire monitoring system, check the tires when they're ice cold first thing in the morning and put in the recommended amount. This tire is 30 pounds per square inch. And if you haven't already purchased an SUV but you're looking, make sure the vehicle you're looking at has some type of stability control system. Ford calls theirs roll stability control, and here's how it works. There's an electronic gyroscope inside the vehicle that measures the angles the vehicle's driving at 150 times a second. If it sees a problem, it lowers the power of the engine, and it can brake any of the different wheels to make the vehicle sit straight again. This system is totally automatic. If you start cornering too fast, the computer realizes it. You'll see this little light with the car skids come on. That means that the system has activated itself, and it will keep your vehicle stable. Normally that light will be turned off. The system is still working, but when it activates itself, the light comes on to give you stability. Then when you're done, it turns the light back off, but the system is still watching. Now, many cars had anti-lock braking systems since the early 90s. This is a much more sophisticated system, though. It uses the anti-lock braking system, but it also lowers the power of the engine to keep the vehicle stable using very complex sensors. So if you want to have some safe fun driving your SUV, steering's a little loose. Now you know how to drive safely in your SUV, because it's a jungle out there. This is Scotty Kilmer, helping you crank it up.
Just woke me up with that t-shirt of his.
So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.